Dinesh, here's what one of the New York Times authors said on The View today about these calls for impeachment.
It's fine to have a series of Democratic candidates calling for impeachment, but that was before the book came out, which is today. And you also have Trump kind of jumping on things as if we have an agenda, which, that was not our intent. Our intent is to revisit these facts with detail and depth and, then kind of have people open their minds.
Dinesh, is it fine to ruin a man's life, his career, based on misleading, incomplete, and even deceptive reporting or hyping of a book that's just out?
I think this has now become standard modus operandi, not just of the New York Times, but essentially the media left colluding with the Times. And we see the way in which here the media works hand in hand with the left wing of the Democratic Party. So this is not a Republican-Democratic fight. The Democrats have allies in Hollywood, in academia, in the media. And that's how this plays out. Now, of course, among the presidential candidates, they're all competing for the votes of the craziest people in their own party. And so there's a kind of competition to pivot to the left. And so it was very predictable that this would take the course where all of them would keep calling for impeachment. It may never happen. It's kind of ridiculous. But nevertheless, this is the way in which each of them shows that they are more left-wing than the next guy.
Now, and the New York Times also, Dinesh, was forced to apologize for this now deleted, really offensive tweet promoting its Kavanaugh hit piece. But it wasn't until today that we actually found out who wrote it.
I drafted this with this in mind to have actually the opposite effect, which is to anticipate those who would say a guy pulling down his pants at a party when they're drunk is, on the spectrum of sexual misconduct. It's not sexual assault. It's not rape. What's the big deal? And to try to put in context Deborah Ramirez's experience and to say, actually, it was a big deal. For those who minimize it and dismiss it, I was trying to help them understand that it had the opposite effect, and it seemed to undermine her. Twitter.
No, there's so much there. Dinesh, I mean, this is one of the hit pieces co-authors. Your response?
Well, I think that that was a case where they were trying to pedal back the offensive content of the tweet. But I want to pick up the theme about Kavanaugh here because I think it's right that this is an effort to intimidate Kavanaugh, to telegraph to Kavanaugh, hey, if you pivot to the left, we'll start treating you better. And it's really important that Kavanaugh recognize this, and Kavanaugh, in a sense, take a page out of the book of Clarence Thomas. Kavanaugh remember that these are the people who tried to do this to him. The good news is he now has a lifetime appointment on the bench, and he has a long time, in a sense, to teach these people a lesson that they will never forget.